Hello, my love, and welcome back to another episode of Telling It Like It Is. If you don't know me, my name is Cinthya and Eric, and today we're going to talk about friendship as adults and a very interesting topic. You'll see.
For those who don't know me, well, you guys, how will you guys know me? My name is Saki. I am Cynthia's friend. I made it to your podcast.
Cheers, girl. This is happening.
Hmm,
How do you like the tea?
it's so good.
Really good.
This
Love it.
has nothing to do with the podcast, but Cynthia makes good coffee and good tea. So good.
Anyway, so we have Saki here today because we're going to be discussing, as friends, our experiences in friendship as adult. And we want to hear what you got to say too. So at the end of the podcast, I want you to leave your comments because they're going to be things that you might not agree with us. But I want to know what you think. So, Saki, what do you think about friendship as adults?
You know what? That is something that changes because let me start from the beginning. It all depends for when you're going in life because if you are planning to be a successful person, there's going to be times that you're going to be pushing people's buttons and they won't agree with you in certain things. That's why I think a lot of people say that as you become successful, it gets lonely because there's a lot of people that cannot understand how come we party every weekend and now you don't have time for this.
Correct.
Am I not important to you enough?
Yeah.
And it's a little bit challenging, especially if you are a people pleaser. It's going to be hard to say no sometimes.
Correct.
But then you need to decide, like, is this the life that I want for me 5 years from now? I'd rather sacrifice 3 years of my life now than 20 because I want to party 3 years. So, in my experience, it's a little bit challenging because people that you thought that were going to be by your side forever, now when you look around, they're gone.
Yeah, because like I mentioned it in a previous episode that I invite you to go check it out. Some people want to see you succeed and be good, but not better than them.
Yes.
And then either in friendship, marriage, divorce, children, career, hobbies, changes the pool of your friends.
Yes.
Because now we were hanging out all the time, but now I got married. And my husband, and you're single. And every time you call me, I can't go. People start catching attitude, but if it's a real friend, they're like, you know what? Good for you, girl.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with you at another
Yeah.
time. You have a new career. You can hang out, go on vacations all the time. You have a new hobby. Now I like pickleball. But now I meet new friends that do the same thing. As long if a friend is a real friend, they'll understand that with life changes, you're going to be changing as well. And if they're going to be right with you, then everything's fine. Because another thing about friends is they could be lifting you up, but as long as you don't go above where they are, they're gonna be okay. The minute they see you going ahead, you moving forward, you moving up, then some people, I mean, this is my experience, are not so.
And this is something that I know it is hard sometimes to upset that, okay, this person has been in my life for 10 years, but yes, in 10 years you were lineal. Now that you're trying to go up, oh, I'm not liking that. If they have to go, they have to go.
Correct.
You need to be aware of those things, those little red flags that we call, and act on it. Because the bigger you get as a person, like the more energy you put into your growth, that relationship is gonna deteriorate even more.
Correct.
So those are things that you're gonna save a lot of time if you don't look, this is not happening, I might be tripping. No, you're not. Pay close attention to your instinct, and actions need to match their words. There's many people, like, for those who don't know, I'm a content creator, so I'm on social media. And sometimes when you post a lot of things, like if you compare my views on my stories and the comments I get on videos, they don't match. Why? People just want to see what you're doing. But how many of those people take at least 30 seconds of their time to say, hey girl, you're doing good. Hey, you're doing that. So what I mean by this is what you put out there, you see one face like congratulations, but it's inside that person or these people that you have around you might be like, this, how can she get these things so easy?
Yeah.
Like everybody wants the result, but not everybody wants to do the hard work.
Yeah, and in that topic, I want to mention something that we kind of have a little disagreement, and I want to hear what you think. I said to her one day that in friendship, you can encounter people who can be jealous of you. But jealousy from a good friend could actually trigger something that would be positive for you because it's an inspiration. For example, she has a great body, but if we look at it, Saki wakes up at 5 in the morning to work out. She watches her protein, she drinks her collagen every single day. So I'm looking at her like, she's looking great. I'm kind of hating on this girl, but you shouldn't. What about if you want to be like her? Make that be a inspiration for you, a trigger to say, I'm going to start doing something what she's doing. Find out what she's doing. Elevate another woman is the best. I think it's a gift because you giving that woman a compliment of what the work she's putting in. And now you're going to do something, doesn't have to be exactly what she's doing. The next time you see her, now you're feeling better about yourself because you started doing something for yourself. That's not jealousy. Now is no longer there.
That's inspirational.
It's inspirational.
Yeah.
And of course, we can't, negate. I mean, you can't be blind. There are people who really have that evil thing in them, negative, of being jealous of someone. But if they're smart and they want to grow, why you feel that jealousy for that friend? Why it's triggering you in that? Are you putting in the work? You're not. So it could be that. But now if you start putting in the work, and another thing is, it could be, some of it is genetics. Oh, I can't look exactly like her, but it doesn't matter. What it matters is that you're putting in the work. And now I don't feel jealous of Saki because I guess, I'm waking up early, I'm eating better, I'm sleeping better, I'm not smoking and drinking all the time. I do it, moderately. So you could do all of that. And when I see her again, it's like, damn, the girl got it. But because you're doing something for yourself. Do you agree that jealousy could be positive? I want to hear your comments down below.
So, if you guys stay until the end, I have a model for you so you guys can see my body.
She's not modest at all.
So, girl, this cost me a lot of work, so I'm proud of it. So, yeah, I think what triggers me about it is that she used the word jealousy. As a society, we always hear that jealousy, it is a negative thing. And even though she pictured it pretty, I still believe it's a negative thing.
I know,
I'm sorry. There are prettier words for that than jealousy.
I get it, but sometimes if it's something so negative and it can really trigger really bad feelings in a woman, then you reframe your thoughts. And you're like, okay, now if it's someone that's doing something on purpose to you, like, you have a boyfriend or a husband, and that person is like saying negative things to you or to other people about you, that's different. I'm talking about the feeling we have when you see a woman on social media, at an event, or a friend. Your friends, that's what I'm getting at. When you have a friend, there should be no jealousy. Because if that friend is doing something or looks the way that you like, come up to her and say, you know what, girl? You're looking great. What do you think I can do? Give me any advice.
Yeah.
Because you're looking amazing. Or how did you get involved in that career? I've been trying to do that. Did you take a course or you went back to school? Did you take any training?
Yeah.
And that hobby that you do, now you're dancing. You look amazing. Don't be jealous that she's on social media dancing all the time. If you want to do that, go to her and say, where are you taking the classes? Because we both dance. So that's how we met. And when she started, I started first and then she did. So the first time she probably saw me dancing, she was like, damn, look at this girl shaking her ass over there. But instead she was like, oh, where are you taking the classes? Or she saw me in social media. So she took an approach that was actually positive. She didn't let that feeling, negative feeling, harbor in her that we call jealousy.
Yeah.
And women are so competitive. Why? Because we're also watching social media all the time. And since these filters came around, you look at a woman and then you look at her in person, two just like two different people.
Yeah.
But don't go by that. Don't get jealous of that woman. Try to meet her, try to get to know the person as the person. And then if you still want to do anything the person's doing, just approach the person.
Yeah.
You can pay a compliment, find out what she's doing. So to me, jealousy can turn into something positive.
Yeah.
And I want to hear what you got to say.
I want to read those comments too because I get it. She takes it on the good side, which can be inspirational. I will use another word that I don't have at the moment. If you guys do comment down below, but I see it, and that's part also of the process that you go through when you become an adult. Since your priorities start changing, so it's gonna change like your circle of friends. And not only friends, like sometimes even happens with family members and things like that. And that's why we need to build a strong foundation. We need to nurture ourselves and we need to pay attention to our growth. I think everything starts from us. Why? Because if you're doing something that makes you happy, but your cousin doesn't agree with it and you don't want to disappoint them, what are you going to do? You're going to be unhappy because they don't agree that you want to take salsa classes, for example, or your dream was to become a YouTuber, but now you cannot disappoint, I don't know, your neighbor because, I don't know, you say you were going to be a doctor. Like, you only have one life. Correct. And you need to pursue that. You need everything start with yourself. If you are happy, people around you are going to be happy. The ones that really care for you. The ones that are there just because it's convenient, right. Those are the very first ones that are going to step back like, whoa, what is going on here? Yeah. But those that truly love you, they're going to be excited about you taking the next step, even though it's unknown, to become better, to be happier, to be healthier. That's right. So it starts with you. And people that have to go, in my experience, just let them go. Like, I'm a social butterfly. Wherever I go, I can talk to the lights that are on right now and be friends with them or whatever. But even though that's my personality, my friends, I still, even with this, I'm still gonna have fingers left. First of all, not everybody is my friend, like my true friend that I can call at 3 in the morning, hey, my car doesn't want to start, can you come? Not everybody's gonna do that for you. So
you have to be selective.
Yes, I only have two friends standing from my childhood. And I went to school, and I went to college, and I went to all of this. For me to have only two friends from that time, imagine, that's how much you change, that's how much you grow. It's not that the other people are my enemies now, but we just don't share the same interests. We just lost and it's okay.
But that's why you start filtering out.
Yes.
What are the real friends that you have? Yes. Because of that. Because people are not doing the work that you're doing, so your life is going to be different. Yeah. And then you start filtering the people like, okay, that person is going that way, which is great. Yeah. God bless you, but this is the route I'm going to go. And that, if we're still friends, if you still have that friendship, that should not matter.
Yeah.
The changes in your life should not affect the level of friendship you have with certain people. They should be, rooting for you, be excited for you because they see you making the right choices. And most importantly, you're still their friend.
People that truly love you, they want to see you win.
No matter what.
No matter what. Yeah. I have friends, including her, that, hey, I want to do this. Do you know how to do it? No, but I want to do it. Okay, let me know if you need anything.
Correct.
They support my nonsense and my craziness.
Yeah.
That's what you need. And once I get there, we celebrate or we do these things. We need to be aware of people that reflect their own insecurity on us.
Correct.
Sometimes they don't say like, no, don't do that, you're gonna fall. And like, how am I gonna fall? I know that thing is there. I'm just gonna, no, you don't. sometimes that's their own insecurity
Correct.
screaming at you
Yeah.
because they don't have the availability, the capacity, or they just don't want to
The
do it,
confidence to do
period.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and they don't want you to go there. Why? Because you go into that corner, that means that if I want to hang out with you, I need to go there too. And I might not be ready.
Correct.
Or maybe I don't want it.
Yeah, because we all go to different stages,
Exactly.
and people mature and grow at different pace.
Yeah, everybody has their own
And
time.
another thing I have to tell you about friends, because in my young 61, almost 61, I have to tell you that you also have to be careful what you tell your friends. How much of your intimate life, personal life, your deep rooted feelings you share with your friends. Because sometimes people are friends and they tell you what you want to know
Yeah,
and what you want to hear.
yeah,
That some of my friends call me and they have issues and stuff, and I always say to them, my real friends, do you want me to tell you what you want to hear, or you want me to tell you how I feel? Because even the close friends, sometimes they call you to like validate what they're feeling, even if it's not the right thing they're doing.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, you're fucking up. Excuse me. No, this is not the way. If you're asking me what I would do, this is what I feel. So you have to be selective to the people that you're going to get that close, because that's another issue. They may want exactly what you have or where you're going, but they're not putting in the work. They don't have the abilities, or simply not luck, because to me luck is opportunity and readiness.
Yeah.
That's luck. It's not a superstition.
Yeah.
The luck is when you're ready and the opportunity comes. But if they're not doing the work, there will be no lucky person.
Yeah.
So they look at you, oh, she's lucky. No, let's look at where she's coming from. What has she done? And then you try to share with them your situation, and then you start seeing a different color in some of those friends.
yeah.
So as your life changes, your hobbies changes, your life changes, you're gonna see that it's almost like a race car driving, that they start peeling off because they're not going in the same road that you go. But that's just part of life, and just be okay with that. Be uncomfortable saying to those friends, this is not what I'm at, and this is gonna lead us to another episode that we're gonna completely develop about the power of saying no.
Correct. And let's put two scenarios, like in my experience too. Let's say, okay, now I am 36 and I have this group of friends. This is what I would do if I have to, because remember, you are going to this beautiful thing called life that you want to create for yourself. And the friends that you take with you are going to be your team players.
Correct.
Who wants to pick team players that don't know how to play the game?
Correct. Exactly.
That means you're going to lose in life. Who wants to lose in life? Nobody.
Nobody.
So look at it that way. So you start seeing, okay, this person has these qualities and these things according to who you are right now.
Correct.
Like my party friends, I love them. Whatever I
They
feel
share
I
your
have the
values.
time or whatever,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, we go. But that's not my priority anymore. I wanna experience other things, be more quiet, or whatever I need. And I have party friends that the minute I say no, I don't want to party anymore, they're gone. And I have other ones that they continue parties, and then when I'm ready, I go and join them. It did not affect our life, or friendship. I mean, so that. Another scenario is, let's say I am 36 and I have 0 friends. The first thing I have to do before start playing this big team mentality, be like, for me, I'm 36, I have no friends, God, why this? I would get to know myself, who I am as a person, what are my qualities, what are my values, what are my non-negotiables, what are things that I enjoy, what are things that I like, what are things that I don't like. Once I have that list and I go out there to the world, I start checking the boxes. Cinthya, okay, she has values, she's this, she's that, okay. Do this, do that. Why you picking team players that are gonna help you succeed in life? Oh, that's calculated, that's this.
Listen, because they say it takes the village sometimes.
Yes.
We can't do things by ourselves, and sometimes a friend is more valuable than a family member.
I come from this thing that people are your biggest assets or your liabilities.
Correct.
Choose wisely. For example, me having this friendship right here with her. You guys gonna be like at 61 with a 36 girl. This is a blessing. Let me tell you why. I have the best of many worlds, not only both. Cinthia, I don't know how to do this spin and salsa. Can you teach me? She's a pro dancer, even though
God.
she says no.
Okay.
Cinthia, what the heck am I doing in life? She could be my mom. I get that advice from her.
Yeah.
Cinthia, you know, I want to do this and I want to do that. She's 61 in numbers, but she's not. She's very like that. So she's like, let's do it, girl. Let's get it done.
Oh, when she's doing something, I'm like, okay, Saki, that's not happening.
Yes.
What are you doing? Where are you going with this girl?
Yes, so having those things, but why is that? Because even though we have different numbers in age and whatever, you name it, we share somehow the same values.
Correct.
You know?
Interest,
we have like honesty. We have this thing like, okay, for people that we care about, we're gonna be there. We are very supportive. We are this, we're that. We are very self-driven. And when I'm at 30%, she's at 70. So together we make 100 again.
Correct.
And things like
and
that.
Vice
Like,
versa, yeah.
those are the things that you guys need to look for if you're gonna start clean from zero to build your friend group again.
Yeah.
You know? Or I have another friend that I love her too. We've been friends for like, I don't know, 10, 12 years or whatever. We don't call each other sometimes in months. But it's so crazy that the minute the phone rings and it's her, it feels like we talked last night.
Yeah, last night. That's right.
There's no this guiltiness or like, oh my God, I haven't talked to her.
You didn't call me. Why come you didn't call me?
Nothing.
Oh,
It's
you
just
got
like,
friends
hey,
now.
No,
and they get jealous. That's another thing. That jealousy again. But friends get like that.
They do.
Like if you get involved into a hobby or you have a new job and you're doing something new, you're gonna meet new people. So the other friends are like, well, you don't call me, haven't called me in a week. And what do you? Oh, I saw you on social media. You went on vacation with so and so. A true friend need to be open for you to expand. Yeah. That means you're doing something new. So it's very tricky. Friendship is a subject that we all need to really analyze. Who are you calling your friends? Because it could be camouflaged with something that's nothing like a friend.
Because sometimes, remember, if you are trying to build this friendship that is gonna last, friends become family. Correct. Sometimes these are the only family members you're gonna have that are truly there for Correct. You. Yeah. And when you have a healthy friendship, let's say, or friendship, she knows the very first few people that are important to me.
Correct.
Like my friends that I know, remember these ones that I told you about? She knows all of them, and she's one of them.
Yeah.
So friends that want to see you win, they won't get mad because you're meeting new people. Because they're bringing something that is going to help you grow. Because everybody at the same time that everybody's trying to support each other, you have your own thing going on too. Yeah. So I cannot expect to be 24/7 with her. She can expect the same for me. But whenever it is needed, we are there.
Supporting each other.
We are building something, but we also have things going on for ourselves. That's why having people here and there, okay, Cinthia cannot go to lunch with me today, but she can on Wednesday. But this friend that I have here, that she also brings good things to me, and I do the same for her. We're going to meet up, and then...
And you know what?
You know?
Telling it like it is, there are times that you simply need to cut people off.
Yes.
Because you give people chances. Yeah. And you think, she wasn't that sincere this time. Well, you know what? We make mistakes. And I am the person that feels like if you make a mistake, but you redeem yourself. Say, you know what, Saki? I fucked up. I was in a bad mood. I had a fight with my husband and I wasn't there for you. I apologize. Okay. Yeah. I give you a few chances. But telling it like it is, there are people who don't belong in your life.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I gave you enough chances and you still did me dirty. That is not a friend. And don't be afraid to just tell them off. Like, you don't have to tell them off. I have to take that back. But in a very good way, you can say, you know what? I'm now in a different vibe. I'm in a different route. I'm doing something different that we're not vibing anymore.
Or you start limiting your availability.
That's a good idea.
Let's pause, let's this.
That's been so nice. I'm not that nice. But I'm just simply saying, this ain't working, dude. This ain't working for me anymore.
Yeah.
And just say it. And what is that gonna? What are you gonna lose? You're not gonna lose anything because that person already show you the true colors.
Yeah.
So it's okay if they're gonna talk about you. It doesn't matter either because the people who really know you,
They won't need an explanation.
they won't need an explanation. They know
Yeah.
if Cynthia did that, if Cynthia cut you off, I know why because I know Cynthia doesn't camouflage the shit. She tells it like it is.
Yeah. And for you guys to know, like, how do I know that? It starts with getting to know yourself.
Correct.
What are your non-negotiables?
Correct.
So going from that, then you okay. She did me dirty. Oh, this that. I can be mad and I say, you know what, Cynthia, I don't have time right now. Can I call you later or tomorrow in 3 years or whatever? I can't. She'll know. Okay, she must be going through craziness because normally
And I won't
she's
take
not
it
like
personal.
that.
I won't take it personal because I know who you are.
Yes.
Correct.
That is like, okay, but if I come to her like, you this, you're insulting her, putting her down just because I'm mad and I need to take my anger on her. Hey, no, that's not good. That's not nice.
non-negotiable.
That's a non-negotiable. Respect.
Correct.
You know, so those are things that sometimes we let slide that we shouldn't. We have only one life, many people to know, places to be, and things to do for we just talking, whatever is creating way
For
to
sure,
not let
for
us
sure,
go.
yeah.
Oh,
And you know how many people you encounter in your life?
yeah.
Not everyone's going to be your friend. And we all know that, obviously. I'm not
Yeah.
saying something new. But I'm just saying, like, in the younger generation, but for me, I've seen so much. And people have showed me their colors, and I'd be like, what? This person did what? But, you know, now, as I get older, that's what I tell Saki, you know, these young girls, like, you need to, like, step back. Like she said, check the boxes. Are we the same values? What do you know? We have the same interest. You know, are we? Where are my non-negotiables? And then you pick and choose. And when you notice something in somebody, they'll like Mel Robbins says now, let them.
Yeah.
They'll show you who they are, and then you have to be observant. They'll show it. Those red flags. Pay attention to that. Your instinct is going to tell you the truth. Follow your instinct, especially when you're choosing a friend.
And we sometimes self-sabotage ourselves by not letting people be who they are, do what they're supposed to do. Just let them think that is going on right now. Why? Because you're on top of things. You're not letting people, you're not creating the space for that person show you who they are. Because you're controlling everything. What are you doing to yourself?
Correct.
You are wasting time. In 5 years, I was there for them, and I did this, and I did that, and now after 5 years, look what she did to me. Exactly. The whole time, this friendship was one way. You created the situation, you did everything, and now that person has the opportunity to give back, she has nothing to do but to give back. And guess what? You didn't need to wait 5 years. She was gonna do that in 1 week if you let her or let him.
Yeah.
But you went on top of things. It's hard because if you are like me, raise your hands. I was a people pleaser. I was a control freak and everything. And it's not like I don't have it in me because I think that is in my DNA, but I learned how to work around it and how to, like, if it costs to lose yourself to keep somebody, that price is too high.
It's too high. And they say, I'm from the Dominican Republic, in the Dominican Republic there's this saying, this is what I learned, obviously, that you know your friends at the hospital or in jail.
Yeah.
When you're at the hospital or you're in jail, there are people who really, check on you, find out what you need. Even in jail, believes in you until proven guilty.
Oh, wait. And now, or when you're building your dreams.
Correct.
Because sometimes, or especially nowadays, there is a problem if you have a dream and I don't. Yeah. If you want to put from your 24 hours, 4 hours in that dream, and you don't give me 2 of those hours.
Correct.
So now there is a new problem. Like, I have friends, like, in the beginning that I had campaigns and things like that, that the brand says, I need this cup with flowers that we had in the beginning. Remember drinking the tea? I don't have that. And I didn't have that. And I have friends like, hey, Saki, yeah. Do that at my house.
Yeah.
I'm going to go have lunch with my husband and you film your video at my house because I know you need certain aesthetics.
Those are people
that
you build
supported
your
my
dream.
And I was like, what the heck? what is
it.
going on, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey, Cynthia, I need this, girl, let's get it done. What do you want me to do? Or, oh, I need to have this shirt because I have it. Like, these things that you need to look for it.
Yeah, because you're gonna meet so many people, especially with me, with the social media right now. Oh, I know about all these people, you know them, only social media. And that's another thing that I find that, obviously, because I'm older, there's less connection with people because I DM you or you saw my story. That's not real connection. Excuse me, I know some of you are not going to agree with this, but when you sit like this, one on one, there's no more important and impactful scenario that you see in the body language. You see my eye to eye connection. You can say to me, "Oh, you're beautiful," but I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But if I'm with you and I see it with young kids these days, the phone, I have all these friends.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen them? Oh, he's my friend. I talked to them yesterday for 3 hours. But when was the last time you actually saw the person?
Yeah.
My kids, they laugh at me. I'm like, really? When do you? Oh, you told me you talked to them. No, I mean, I DM'd them.
And you just
That's okay because I have to be modern. I get it. But the one-on-one connection with the friend, that's what gets deeper. You could cry, you could hug somebody. You can't hug anybody on social media. But when I'm going through it. My mom just recently died. 5 months ago today. 5 months ago today. And people send me all kinds of messages, and I was so grateful to feel that much love. But the people that took the time or were geographically available to come and give me that hug, those friends I will never forget. Because I know we're all busy, but the ones who did that, and some of them couldn't, like I said, geographically couldn't do it, but that friendship was sitting with me with a little tea, and just that hug is never going to be the same. Like, friendship needs to be nurtured to grow, but don't let social media and
Like
just
any
how
other
life
relationship.
is growing take away from that.
So let me tell you something about social media. I have friends that have these people coming to you, you're so beautiful, you're so nice, you this, you're the next rock star, blah, 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 blah. And because God loves them, the same person that say all of that in comments send their story to another people saying, look at this bitch. Look what she's doing, ugly as hell, what the heck? And they, instead of sending that to the friend, it was a reply to that story.
And you saw
And
it.
then you see this person that calls you beautiful is saying all this on your
I said,
girl.
yeah, and those are you call friends. I'm
So
not sure
like
about
I'm
that,
not sure
yeah.
about that. Another thing is me in my experience being in social media a lot of years and counting. When we get to experience these events or things like that, my influencer friends that I hope they're supporting this. I made it to my friend's podcast. Sometimes you see, I'm gonna put myself as an example, which I'm not like that, but you get it. I'm not gonna talk about people. There are these people, let's say they're me. Once the camera is on, hey girl, how are you? You're amazing. Oh my God, I need to watch this. Camera is off.
Yeah, it's just
It
two
was así
different
como,
people.
and you're like, wait, 2 seconds ago she was all bubbly and happy and what the
Yeah.
heck? It is like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been to events and I'm just like, unfollow,
Yeah.
unfollow,
Yeah.
because it's not real.
No, they're not.
There's scenarios that I meet people. Let's say I met Cynthia on social media, she's like this, and then when I meet them in person, it's even better. There's both ways.
Correct.
That's why you always need to pay attention who you bring to your
circle.
your circle, to your energy, to your energy is not something that you have to give for free. Be protective of that.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
protect your energy, your environment,
And you know
your
what?
dreams.
I'm gonna add something to it that might be also kosher. But we're both Latinas. And unfortunately, I can only speak for Latinas. Latinas are very interesting. They either you
Girl,
ride,
speak for everybody. Which is
they're either your ride or die, or Latina women tend to be kind to each other. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a generational thing. But to me, lifting up another woman is the best gift in friendship. even if she's not your friend, because why not? And it's so interesting that sometimes the people that you think that your friends, they could see you walking in looking like decked out, like beautiful, drop dead gorgeous. You did your hair, you did your makeup, you're like, nobody pays a compliment to you. Strangers that you have no idea who they are, because it happens to me, I'm sure it happened to you, happened to any of you guys too. They don't know what to do with you. Love your dress, love your perfume. You look amazing. Meantime, the people that you thought they're not interesting, you almost expect it from certain people, and it doesn't happen. Start looking at things like that, and then you're like, well, interesting. She didn't make a comment. Not that you really need it, because all of this, I'm assuming we're all confident to offer ourselves, and the ones who are not, that's another thing. That friend could help you gain that confidence that you have, that you need, but they don't.
That womanhood, I believe in that, and
that is so important.
I like that, and I support that, and I encourage everybody to create that around yourself.
Yeah, be with women who support each other.
Yeah, we are here to fix each other's crowns,
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, we only have one table, you're gonna take my space. No. What do you bring to this so we can have,
exactly.
like you have life experiences, I have life experiences, you've been here longer than I've been, and it's a complementing thing that we are creating. Like, I don't have to dim somebody's light for me to shine. If I do that, then I need to check myself.
Exactly.
Because
and that's a really good way to put it.
Like,
you don't have to dim somebody's light for you to shine, because
first of all,
you have your own light.
Yeah, first of all, don't bring attention to your weaknesses.
Correct.
It's like, oh my God, this nail grows that way, and I'm gonna, hey guys, do you know this nail grows that way? Like, why would I do that? Yeah. I'm sure by this time, you guys are like, I like her curly hair. That's what I get. It doesn't matter what I do. People only notice my curly hair. But those are things that, okay, it makes me who I am. It's
like a trademark
feature that people say, like,
they know you.
I show up somewhere with straight hair, and it's like, I didn't know.
They don't recognize who you are.
Do you know what time Saki gets here? I'm like, hey, it happened.
And I have to tell you, because it happens to me all the time. I am, by now you guys see me, not enough. But I'm very bubbly. I'm very, I embrace everybody, and I'm always smiling. And, I look how I look. But for some women, that's intimidating. And I'm like, girl, when I see somebody, I don't know what, my God, look at that hair, girl, that body. I'm the opposite of that.
Remember,
I'm like nuts.
You see Cinthya like that. She's funny in English. You gotta see Cinthya in Spanish.
No, I'm telling you, I'm like, girl.
Sometimes I cry laughing.
Tú estás acabando. Like, what? This girl is like, I'm telling you, they're like, and I don't like girls, hello, but I'm saying to you, like, I definitely feel like when women have that thing, Latina women have a little bit of an issue with that. I say, because I'm Latina, I see it all the time. I'm like, no. Pick your friends that are going to lift you up. Yeah. Be surrounded in an environment that they don't have to become your friends, but even the people around you, that energy, it's important, because you don't need that. At the end of the day, we all need to win.
Yeah, and I also think it might come from this thing that everybody's protecting themselves, This thing, like,
what do you mean by that?
I look at this woman, okay, she looks amazing, so do I, but so what's up? Are we gonna be friends or not? And we're not saying a word. This is just like
just the looks.
Okay, I'm watching you. Like, we can be two hot girls being friends, or you're gonna pick your corner. I'm gonna be. We do that, like exactly. Not about
territorial.
Yes, we just like. I see another Latina brother, so what are we doing here? Are we gonna integrate ourselves or what? Are you gonna be my puppet?
Yeah.
And we're not saying a word.
Yeah.
And then somebody has to break their eyes and smile.
Correct.
And you're like, okay.
And that will be me.
Yes. Or like, hey, I like how you look today, and you just like, okay, I see it.
So like two dogs smelling each other's butt.
Something like,
okay, what is this?
Give it a little time. If after that little time, it's not 5 years, 3 months, or 2 weeks, it happens between the first hour. If it doesn't happen, then you just like, okay, no. Hey, hi, be cordial. That's it. That's not your crew. Next.
Yeah. Just be aware of the body language, and say I just say to Saki, and I say to my daughter Saki's age as well, be selective. It's okay to just end up with two friends. It's okay. I'm like I said, in 61 years, you know how many friends I have? I don't want to say this. I don't want people to say, "Oh, she only said 5." But what I'm saying, I don't have that many friends. And you know how many people I've been in real estate. I've been in all kinds of people businesses, but I've been very selective.
Yes, and another thing is when this, we're talking about sisterhood or whatever, womanhood or whatever I said. There are also women that are gonna come to you. You're so nice. You're so pretty. You're this. You're that. You always need to check why is that, because that might be a little people pleaser,
Yeah.
or a little this person that is too needy of you, and then you know you're becoming this thing, and you won't have that time. That can become a problem. So
Yeah.
that polarity, you need to stay away from it. You know that woman that comes and all about you look this, you look that, da da da.
They'll consume you. Yeah. Correct.
Or this other Latina, most likely that's gonna be there, just like no, my cup of tea, whatever. Don't go there. You know, like get to know yourself, and then from that find your crew, like this, that, and yeah, there's space for everybody. Everybody brings something amazing to this table, to this podcast, to this world, to this everything.
Yeah,
I don't need to compete like, oh, she has straight hair and I don't. No, it looks amazing on her, and this is what I love, like my hair like that. Do I want to straighten? No, I love my curly hair. Or like things like that, or having a friend like her, I'm not like, this bitch, I'm just like, I need to look like that as a How many cup of tea of that you drink? Like, I'm gonna start today. Like,
anyway, we're just kidding here, but I have to tell you, if you have any question about any experience about friendship you want to share, where you're gonna ask Saki or me questions, you have any questions about makeup and skin treatment and skincare, you can follow her at, what's your
Saki Makeup Artist. And don't forget, we're gonna be creating more episodes. Support this podcast, support this woman, because I told her, like, Cinthia, you need to leave your legacy in this world, because she's so full of knowledge and life.
She's my friend, so that's what
no, but this is like literally, this is the mom that many people out there don't have, or sometimes even if you have a mom but you don't have that, you know, there's taboo things or whatever. There's nothing better calling your 61-year-old friend like, hey, what do you think about this? That never in a million years you will ask your mom. So ask Cinthia.
Thank you so much.
Or, hey, what do you put in that tea that make you look so good? Ask Cinthia. Or things like, it is good. That's why, again, we need to build that sisterhood, this womanhood. Like, or I don't have sister, you have Cinthia. Or, you know.
And like I said to Saki, I have so many young friends that all could be my daughters.
Yeah.
That they call to me to ask me, questions about what's going on in their lives. And the one thing they know, I'm going to be telling you like it is. I don't sugarcoat it. And if you can take that honesty, cruel honesty from me, then maybe I'm not good. I'm not the type of the team that we're talking about. Maybe I can't be part of that pool of your friends. Because I'm not going to see you do something. You come ask me, and then I'm going to be like, well, she's not going to be okay if I tell her that. No, you're going to take it like a girl, take it in the chin.
Yeah.
This is what you're doing. And I think for that, I'll die being honest about who I am and what my friends need to be. Like, very selective, and if they're doing something that's not good for them or for me, in that matter.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna budge. I'm just gonna say.
And another thing that we need to pay attention to in friendships, if you're building a friendship, if you're struggling to find that answer that says should I keep this friendship or not or whatever, is like, if you have a friend that everything you tell them is yes, girl, find a mirror. You're talking to a mirror. You need people to call you out sometimes.
Correct.
Because you cannot be right 100% of the time.
That's right.
If you are, I want to talk to you. But, like sometimes we need those people that, everything is pretty. But in reality, this is how you should go. Consider this scenario, that, to guide you. Why? Because they have a point of view that might help you. They might see things that you don't
Or
see.
they have more experience in that particular situation than you did.
Or they might be wrong and you tell them, like, no, for this, and that. But we need that feedback.
Yeah,
if you ask somebody, hey, I'm going to jump, I'm going to do skydiving tomorrow. Okay. Hey, okay. Yeah, okay. do you really matter to that person?
Correct.
You know, like everything is okay. What is the feedback? What is the nurturing? Agreeing with you doesn't mean agreeing with you every day, 100% all the time. Doesn't mean you guys have a good friendship.
Correct.
Because we make mistakes. We are humans, and as my friend, I expect you to say like, "You're my friend and everything you want," but
Correct. Yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Consider this, try this. I don't know. What do you think about? I'm not sure what you did right there. And that color selection, those things. Because we don't share the same mind.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
we don't have to agree all the time. Or if you have this thing and your friend attack you instead of presenting a different scenario, watch out too. So
yeah, it's interesting. It could be complex, but we can simplify it by filtering out all the things we talked about.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for coming to my podcast.
I made it to my friend podcast.
It's been great. We had a great time, and I want you to comment down below. You can ask questions, and like I said, telling it like it is my thing, and I hope you guys love me for that. Till the next time.
And guys, I'm gonna ask you a big favor: support this podcast because I know this woman, and I'm telling you, she has so much knowledge to offer the world. You guys to offer me to like I want to know everything. Like what? Finding this beautiful GPS in life that can guide me. Comment down below all your questions. I want to know too, like what you guys think about this topic that we talked about today. If they have any requests for future episodes.
Yes. Anything that you have any doubts, any curiosity, like I've been through everything. I've been through a lot of things in my life, and if anything, if I could just help one woman make a better choice by not doing what I did, because most of the time I made the wrong choices. Now I can tell you what are the consequences. I will be happy if I affect one woman's life. I'll be happy.
Yeah. And as a number one fan of our podcast, what is the takeaway from this episode?
I believe friendship is a very nurturing scenario in everybody's life, and friendship is a journey because it's going to go through a lot of changes, and it's going to turn into whatever is happening in your life.
Yes.
Your changes in life, it could be changes in friends, or you have those right and dad. I have some from elementary school, and like I said, I'm 61, and they're still in my life. And some other people don't. Be selective, be aware, see the signs, but don't lose faith. There's always good people in this world, and if it's not this person, the other. Be brave, telling them like it is when it doesn't sit you well, and honesty is key. Truth will set you free.
Nothing else to add. That was perfect.
Thank you.